up?
Yo, what up? What up?
This is Jared.
This is Keels.
Back at it again for another episode of Bikini Bottom Banter. This week we did Big Pink Loser and Bubble Buddy.
Classic.
Yo. Alright, so Big Pink Loser starts off with Patrick finding out that he thinks he won an award, going to SpongeBob's house and, raving about it, only to find out that it's actually SpongeBob's award. So then Patrick goes on a random quest of wanting to have an award. So he starts his journey at the Krusty Krab, where he thinks it's an easy job to do. He learns the hard way through a series of jokes, which we will definitely get into, that I will not spoil here. But and eventually, I have this theory. So I think that the moment that SpongeBob tells him about the lid, and he says, "Do exactly as I do," and the camera pans on like Patrick and like SpongeBob as he's saying that. So I think from that moment, then Patrick mimics everything that SpongeBob does.
Oh, I didn't put that together.
That's why I was like, because it just starts randomly from there.
I didn't put that together.
So
do exactly
as I do.
As I do.
Right?
Wow.
So, and then from that point, SpongeBob, realizes that, and as always, shenanigans occur. So, Keels, what was your favorite joke in this episode?
I only got a couple favorite jokes in this one. It's for sure when Patrick was trying to open the jar.
Yep.
At least I'm safe inside my mind.
Facts. I feel like, see, that's the thing. I was debating on, there's so many meme-worthy and favorite jokes in this episode.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you said yours is the lid?
When he's trying to open the jar. The lid.
Oh,
the
yeah.
Lid, the lid.
Patrick can't even
He's
find
like, you're
what
warm.
It's
It's
on fire. Yo.
Oh, my God. That's funny.
But that was his task for the day. Yo, imagine an 8-hour shift. All you do is open a lid.
All he did was open a jar. That's it. He didn't flip no patties.
No.
He ain't done no fries.
And he was hype.
He ain't served nobody.
Yo, it was daylight when the day started. He walked out of there. It was dusk.
It was night.
And I opened it, but I didn't. And I was like, I did it just the way you said to. Like, he was hype. He was over here like, I deserve a raise.
Oh, my God.
Like,
that's funny, man.
He spent an 8-hour shift just opening a jar. Like, wow. And it took him that long.
It took him that long, too. What's your favorite jokes?
All right, easily. So obviously when Patrick is like getting in the groove of like working at the Krusty Krab, there's like little things where, he can't take the customer's food, but hands down, and I think this is definitely combo for like favorite joke, because I still use this one. Is this the Krusty Krab? No, this is Patrick. Yeah! Like, 3 customers call. Is this the Krusty Krab? No, this is Patrick.
Oh,
is
my
this the
God.
Krusty
That's
Krab?
funny.
No, this is Patrick.
Patrick. He's
No,
like,
Krusty Krab.
Patrick. That's the name of the restaurant.
So, to this day,
Fish-based.
to this day, I'll pick up the phone. I shit you not.
No,
I will pick up the phone and I will say, "Is this the Krusty Krab?" And if somebody does not give me the correct response of "This is Patrick," or I won't. I know they're not about it. They're not about it. They say something like, "What?" I'm like, "How dare you? You know what the response is." If we call you and we say, "Is this the Krusty Krab?" I expect the response to be, "No, this is Patrick."
No, that's funny.
All right.
That's the meme-worthy moment right there, in my opinion.
And I was gonna say it combines into that also. I had Jars the Lid in there too, and
the lid. Maybe.
Wait a minute.
I think there's more so memorable jokes in this episode than it being a memorable episode.
I agree.
You know what I mean? Because, before this, I freaking forgot. I forgot the episode already.
No, well, there's a lot going on. I feel like, the 3-act structure?
Yeah.
I feel like because the episode of the initial premise is Patrick wanting to win an award.
Yeah.
But then it goes to him working at the Krusty Krab, which could be its own episode.
Yeah, you kind of right, exactly. You kind of forget like, oh, he's supposed to be getting an award,
right?
And that's why the end is like,
It just
it
ties together, but it's like
they tied it together.
But then again, another episode can be like Patrick just mimicking. They just combined so many things into this 11-minute episode.
Yeah.
So it's like, And actually, I actually had At Least I'm Safe Inside My Mind as my meme worthy.
Yeah. I mean, that could definitely be a meme worthy for sure. But I think the biggest one is like, no, this is Patrick.
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest one.
So I had that as the backup. Now, what would you change out of curiosity? Because we talked about how like filled it was. And...
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I just feel like there was a bunch of filler in this episode. So really... I really don't have anything to change. You know what I mean?
All right.
Maybe lose the whole he has to win a trophy thing and just just make it another episode where he's just working at the Krusty Krab for a day. You know?
Yeah, I feel like I'm trying to think,
or make it into like I don't. Oh.
I have one, but go on. Yo.
So.
Let's hear it.
Okay. So, he ends up copying SpongeBob for whatever, right? He's learning the Krusty Krab, and then he becomes good at, flipping burgers or whatever. Whoa. And so now it's going to be a competition between SpongeBob and Patrick.
I like that.
Of like who's the best fry cook. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you got Squidward egging it on, talking trash to SpongeBob like, oh, I guess Patrick's coming for your spot, da da da. Something like that.
I respect it.
I would change it into something. So it would be like a completely different episode.
And you know what? That kind of foreshadows the Fry Cook Games episode.
Mm-hmm.
See, that would be that extra fuel in there. I'm sure that in the writer's room they said where we could take it. I bet you.
Yeah, that would be good.
If there's any writers of SpongeBob that are listening to this, put down in the comments or share this and be like, that was our idea.
You got to pay us, though.
So, this is one thing that I bet you that we actually did not mention.
What?
Like, through the whole synopsis and everything that I'm surprised. The thing I would change... What does Mr. Krabs think about all this? Because he's not in this episode. But think about it. He's not in this episode, but he's over here.
He was not in this episode at all.
Mr. Krabs was not in this episode at all. But somehow SpongeBob had the authority to
hire Patrick. Wow.
And Squidward quit. What's Mr. Krabs doing?
Mr. Krabs wasn't in the episode.
Wasn't in it. That's the thing I changed because I'm like, where is he? I need him to interact or something.
Okay, that's a good one. I didn't even notice.
That literally, I was
wow.
I had that down in the notes too because I'm like, where's Mr. Krabs?
Yeah.
He doesn't even, he doesn't approve of the hot. Like, I'm thinking to myself, like, where's he at? Also, another funny thing, I do like the last bit that Patrick says where he's like, so what are you gonna do now? I'm gonna go protect my title.
When he finally wins the trophy for being lazy, right?
And I was what was his award? He was for doing
absolutely nothing
longer than anybody else.
He said, "I'm gonna protect my title."
He fell asleep and went down in the rock.
Man, went back to being lazy.
Yo. So yeah, any final thoughts?
Nope. Let's move on.
Yo, he said, I'm ready. All right. Bubble Buddy. Okay.
Man.
So.
Definitely one of those, like, ultra classics that you have to watch.
It for sure is. And funny, when editing this, this gets me pumped. Do you know that Bubble Buddy returns?
I'm sure he had to. I knew eventually he had to.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, wow, okay, I'm happy.
Okay. All right, set it up.
All right, so SpongeBob is celebrating Leif Erikson Day, which is October 9th. And he's looking for Patrick, and Patrick's nowhere to be found. Squidward doesn't want anything to do with him. I think Sandy is hibernating.
Yeah.
And he's like, I have to find a friend to play with.
Didn't he try to go to Squidward first?
Oh, yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, he's just like, no, are you sure?
No.
Yes.
That's a classic line, too. No.
Are you sure? He
pulls
it down, yes.
That's funny.
He timed it perfectly. But he gets the idea, I will just create a friend. So he does Stick Buddy, like Rock Buddy, and then he eventually blows, a bubble. And
even that scene was funny.
Hilarious. Facts, hilarious.
Oh,
and creates Bubble Buddy.
Stick Buddy.
Now, you would assume at first in Bikini Bottom, with how savage they are, that this would not be an issue. But SpongeBob manages to get free food, hold up everybody at Goo Lagoon and ruin their beach experience. And I think just beside, and I guess ruin Pearl's hand.
He's just doing stuff, just being annoying.
Yep.
Under the guise of it's not me that's doing it. It's my friend Bubble Buddy that's doing it. Bubble Buddy needs to go to the bathroom. What is it?
We're gonna have to take it each, because I feel like each of these segments have our favorite.
There's a lot going on in this episode, but it works so well.
Oh man. Well, the first we'll talk about it. We'll spitball off each other. So the first thing of mischief he does is when he goes to the Krusty Krab because Bubble Buddy's hungry, and he gets First off, shout out to one of the best jokes where it's like everybody's money is good at the Krusty Krab, and they cut to a burglar eating. What the? He's like, everybody's money's good.
He's sitting with a big old bag of money. Oh my God.
Up, it's just like,
but that's not even the part I'm laughing at, though.
Oh, when he gets,
you know what I'm laughing at.
Just do it. Go ahead, Keels.
Listen, So SpongeBob comes into the Krusty Krab with Bubble Buddy, right? He orders everything.
One of everything.
He orders everything. Oh. So Mr. Krabs is doing backflips. Squidward, he got a tattoo. Freaking Squidward is pissed because he got to cook it and serve it. Yeah. And then they, did they even eat it? I don't remember. Did they eat it?
They did eat it all.
Yeah,
after
they ended up eating all the food.
Of cut the crust.
I forgot about that part. Yeah, they made him cut the crust. They made him, freaking give him a napkin. Pull his seat out.
He gave him a massage.
I
was like, what the heck?
And so after,
he was giving him so many fans.
Right, it was crazy. So after all of that, oh my God, I can't even stop. I can't even breathe.
So after I got you. So after eating all the food, SpongeBob's like, money's on the table, Mr. Krabs. And it's like Mr. Krabs obviously hyped. He's like, by the way, here's the money. And it's literally bubble money. At least he left a tip.
What he gave him $60 or something in bubble money?
Yeah.
Oh my! And it popped.
It popped.
The $20 bills popped. The coins, right? I don't know why that was so funny to me.
Yo,
he was like bubble money.
At least he left a tip. Squidward was pissed. He was waiting. He was waiting to tell Mr. Krabs. He said, I could tell him that, but I'm just gonna wait to show him.
Bro, he ordered all that food. That was so funny to me. Whew. Okay.
So then they go to Goo Lagoon.
Yeah.
Where I'll do the minor thing first.
What's the name? He makes him go to the bathroom, right?
So the bathroom, so it's Bubble Buddy has to go to the bathroom. He goes in, and there's two people that go up behind SpongeBob, and it's He'll only be a minute. Okay, well, it's his first time. Congratulations.
Right, he's kind of shy. Congratulations.
They keep on cutting back to this when it's like, oh, once again, congratulations. But it gets to a point.
There's like mad people.
It's like a roller coaster. Like, they literally had a sign that said, from this point, it's 45 minutes.
The freaking guy is like, peanuts, get your peanuts.
Ice cold drinks. Like, yo, he had a whole lot. Like,
bro, it seemed like the whole Bikini Bottom in 2 other towns was at the beach that day.
But just had to use the bathroom. This one lone bathroom in Bikini. Uh-oh. You got a theory?
Do other people from other towns come to Goo Lagoon?
Ooh, they have to. Watch it be the only beach. Maybe that's why Bikini Bottom is such a lively place, why they only focus on that, because it's the town under the sea.
Because it's, what's it called?
It's the closest to the beach.
It's cracking, yeah.
It has the most business, like agriculture growth, too.
The people
suck.
No, I'm saying there's a lot of people. Well, right, the people
suck.
Yo, what? Okay. After we recap this episode, bro, we got to talk about it. What city is Bikini Bottom?
Like, compared to?
Because, like, they are ruthless, grimy people.
Maybe
like,
it's New York.
You think they're New York?
Sorry for anybody who's a New Yorker.
You think they're New York?
I don't know, man.
Oh, wow.
I like New Yorkers, but I mean, like, maybe.
I don't.
Maybe that was their impression when they did it.
Maybe, because they're quick to, like,
Heated.
Form into a mob.
Yup,
they're sarcastic. They're rude.
We're not giving New York.
That's crazy.
Dang, we're about to get canceled in New York. Yeah.
But there's also a lot of stuff going on, and there's a whole bunch of personalities.
True. Yeah.
That's the only nice thing I'll say about New York.
Dang.
Shoot, unlike New York, Bikini Bottom is clean.
Dang! I mean, the first time I ever caught strep throat was New York, so.
Right, you probably just breathe the air.
Breathe air.
Freaking.
Patient zero was started.
Step 1 foot off that train, you got strep throat.
Yup. Dang.
Yeah, that's funny.
That was I went how many years? I went 21 years.
Without getting strep throat?
Without getting strep throat. Went to New York for a weekend.
Oh my God, bro.
Like,
New York, get your shit together, New York.
Oh yeah, so I get the minor thing. There's a he was dirty rocker that like Groupie Gruber or whatever his name is. And
Grubby Gruber.
Something like that. Shakes Pearl's hand. He's like, oh, I'm never going to wash the hand. And then SpongeBob comes in, shake hands with Bubble Buddy, cleans it. But the craziest thing, beside calling the people who are lifting weights fat.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I forgot about that, yeah.
He called us fat. Eat the celery sticks.
Because he said, woo, that's another one of my favorite shows.
But
woo! Shake that bubble butt! Yeah. They said, bubble butt. They out of nowhere, they started eating celery and stuff.
Yup.
Classic one.
I'm telling, but my funniest joke, I just wanted to confirm I had it in here. Let's see if you agree too. Poor Scooter. He's like, dude, help me bury
that ain't my favorite joke. No, right. That's not my favorite joke.
I'm just saying, for me.
But that's a funny one, though.
They bury Scooter, who's this like traditional fish in the sand.
He's the surfer. He's the surfer fish.
The surfer fish dude. And then after burying him, SpongeBob's like, "Oh, I'll be right back," and Bubble Buddy's just standing there, he's like, "Come on, dude, the tide's coming in."
Dude.
They just.
That boy is. He
killed him. And then the craziest thing is when the mob is forming. Like, obviously, he's like...
Yo, SpongeBob killed him.
SpongeBob legit killed him, yes.
Oh, my God.
His hands are bloody. Because when the mob is forming, you see Scooter again.
Bro, he broke the law. Yo, he broke so many laws that day.
Yeah. He stole.
Loitering. And murder. Oh, that's wild.
SpongeBob needs to go to jail.
That's insanity. He killed that. He killed Scooter.
He literally was an angel, and he said, "Dude, he made me experience high time." Oh, he goes up to heaven. I'm like, bro, this is too dark. Like, he killed a man.
Listen, bro.
Yes,
all that's fun and dandy, but
SpongeBob SpongeBob needs to go to jail.
When they formed the mob, when they couldn't take it anymore, they were like, "Get Bubble Buddy!"
With their pins.
So they're done with SpongeBob's crap and Bubble Buddy. So they're like, you know what? We're gonna pop Bubble Buddy. So they form a mob like usual. They grab a whole bunch of pins and did they have pitchforks and torches and stuff?
Yeah.
They was ready to pop them.
Dang.
So they circle them. Cause first it was a shadow, right? Cause they all ran up on him or walked up on him.
Yep.
And they were like, excuse me, Bubble Buddy likes the
sunlight.
you're blocking his sunlight.
And then SpongeBob's like, oh, can you put away the pins? Like, Bubble Buddy doesn't like pointy objects.
They're like, no.
Larry was like, SpongeBob, that bubble's gotta go.
That
bubble. Oh no, he's already been to the bathroom. No, go as in close the go.
He said, "Oh,
yo,
that bubble's been nothing but trouble." Yo, they were pissed.
They were ready, but then he literally gives this heartfelt, sentimental speech about like, haven't you ever had like an imaginary buddy?
Wait, we're skipping over. They are skipping. We skipped over.
Oh, how SpongeBob tries to flee
when they formed. Yeah, when they formed, and then when he tried to escape. He tried to escape. He blew Bubble Buddy up to where like he can like float. Yep. So he blows him up, hangs onto his leg or whatever, and he floats up in the air like maybe 20 feet, 30 feet, and just gently falls back down. And then the circle of the mob, they went from one area, and then SpongeBob lands right back into the mob or whatever. And they're like, and then the one guy is like, what is it? He called us fat. He stole, what's it called? He stole me money or whatever he said.
Yeah, Mr. Krabs stole money, and then there's a normal dude.
Guy,
like, he burned our crops.
He poisoned our water supply, burned our crops, and delivered a plague on our houses.
He did.
He did? No. But are we just going to wait around until he does? Bro, the immediate hysteria that happened, like, amongst the fish of Bikini Bottom, where it was just like, I don't even know if it was called for.
No, it's never called for.
Yo, they were pissed. And what else? And then now we can talk about when when SpongeBob was like, "Didn't you ever had a friend? You know, I was lonely. Didn't you have a friend?" Oh, and then the guy is like,
"Random objects." Nickel Buddy, I'll never look like he misrepels out nickel.
Funny muff.
Funny muff. Snake eyes.
My favorite was like boo boo keys. And he pulled out the little baby plastic keys or whatever. Bro, Funny Muffler was just so random.
But you know what the crazy thing is? After they had that heartfelt thing and they pulled out their things,
they still didn't give a
I was about to say,
still didn't give a They were like, yeah, no, all that's cool, but we're going to pop this bubble.
Yo.
Bro.
Slow
motion. And then Bubble Buddy comes alive.
Yep.
Who was gonna do the deed?
Squidward.
Oh, of course.
Squidward.
So Squidward he got it's basically needle in hand. He's holding it like a knife. He was ready to do it.
Yep.
So he's holding it like a knife, and then it's going slow mo, and then SpongeBob's like, no, and then Bubble Buddy said, "Whoa!"
Yeah, he
grabbed Squidward's hand and said, "Whoa, wait a minute." And then he was like,
he waits till now to come to life. It's like somebody died, he stole, but it's like now.
Bubble Buddy is an accomplice.
100%. He could have saved Scooter. He could have saved him.
That's crazy.
He's like, I'm going to let this guy die.
And then Bubble Buddy was like, yeah, I'm going to get out of here, SpongeBob. Things are getting crazy around here.
And he blows a taxi.
Right after, right.
Bubble
taxi. Yo, he called a bubble taxi and he floated away.
That's what I'm saying.
Bro, that was a tight scene to me. The bubble
a bubble taxi comes
bubble
out of nowhere.
taxi is funny, yo.
And then they walk away. After, of course, Bubble Buddy wishes a happy Leif Erikson Day.
Oh yeah, happy Leif Erikson Day. That might be a meme worthy. Actually, no, that is the meme worthy.
Yeah, for sure, meme worthy.
Happy Leif Erikson Day. A hinger dinger dinger. Yeah. The Vikings even make that noise sound like.
I don't even know, but I mean, mark it on your calendars.
Oh, that's funny. What'd you say? October 9th?
October 9th. Anything? I can't think of anything I would change.
No, that was a perfect episode.
Solid.
That was a perfect episode.
All right. Anything else? Speak now, forever hold your peace.
Oh my God! Let me see if there's anything else from Bubble Buddy. And is it? Nah, that was a perfect episode, man.
Classic, man.
That was a perfect episode.
Like,
funny muffler.
This is, you know what? It's gonna be tough for season 2 because there's so many hits.
Bro, I can't wait to do the top 5 for season.
This might be there.
I can't wait.
All right, so until next time, this is Jared.
It's Kills.
Another episode of Bikini Bottom Banter in the bag.
Let's go.
Thanks for tuning in to another fantastic episode of Bikini Bottom Banter. Don't forget to follow Bikini Bottom Banter on TikTok and Instagram for even more content. Subscribe to them on YouTube and Anchor, plus turn on bell notifications to be updated on their latest episode. And if you've got your own jellyfishing stories or favorite SpongeBob moments, remember to share them with us. You might just hear them on our next episode. So until then, stay bubbly, keep smiling, and remember, subscribe to Bikini Bottom Banter to know all the under the sea.